My name's Duddy, set up builds and stuff. Today's video is going to be about Solar Hunter, specifically the on your mark aspect. It's been buffed a couple of times, gives you cure on a ×10 stack. Now, I want to show you the healing, the capabilities of this and how good it actually is. It's pretty solid now, really good healing from the cure that you get from this, and it's super easy to get that ×10 up. I've got a couple of builds ideas to show you, which really maximizes this buff to on your mark. Really good healing. It makes you a bit tankier now. Hunters, not absolutely supreme, but very, very good. Ophidia Spaith, we're going to be featuring that with the weighted throwing knife for ignitions. And we'll also be taking a look at young Armankara's spine for really good grenade and knife damage. So the healing with on your mark, I'm going to break that down and show you some builds, so stay with me, I'll break it down. So we'll start off with the aspect on your mark. Activating your class ability or landing precision hits grants you and nearby allies increased reload speed and weapon stat for a short duration. It stacks up to 10 times, and then final blows while you are at 10 stacks will cure you. It got buffed on Tuesday. Removed the cooldown on building on your mark stacks on PvE. That is a massive bonus. Precision hand cannon hits now grant 2 stacks of on your mark, and then precision hits on final blows at 10 stacks now refresh your mark. So you can keep looping it once you're at a ×10. No cooldown, and I'll also take a look at some hand cannons as we go as well. But firstly, just show you what it does. Very easily get up to ×10 with many weapons. Precision weapons, hand cannons, we'll take a look at some of them. Burning Ambition is a perk I'm sort of obsessed with at the moment. Very, very good. But Unwavering Duty, Solar Machine Gun, Yeetard Apex, something like that. It doesn't even have to be solar weapons. Give us Blessing are all solid options. Stars in Shadow here with Heal Clip and Burning Ambition. This is a really star of the show. We're going to go into that a bit more. But basically, all of them type of weapons are going to be able to get your stacks up very, very fast. Really, really good. And you'll also notice, obviously, ×10 straight away, a couple of seconds, if a second, something like that. And I've also got Radiant. Now this is where the seasonal artifact comes into play a little bit. This will feature throughout the video. Fever and Chill, you're going to get Radiant very, very easy. For precision hits, you're going to be doing that anyway. That's also going to proc you Radiant Shrapnel. It's just all a bit of extra damage. And then you may as well run shoulder to shoulder as well. Extra resist. So basically, get a few precision hits, very, very easy with them weapons. There's numerous different weapons we haven't talked about, but these are just examples. Get your Radiant going, get your Radiant Shrapnel going, your Scorch, etc, etc. And once you're at that ×10, you're going to be able to get that cure going, which on its own is decent. It's not bad. It's just something hunters needed a little bit, a bit of extra healing. But we've got loads of like different ways in the game right now, including gear sets, to really buff that healing out big time. If you just take a look, I'm going to get Radiant on there, Cure, Photo Galvanic. These are all features of this particular video. The Lustrous Armor set, when you got the 4-piece on, Cauterize, Rapid Final Blows, Heal You, Rapid Solar Final Blows, Heal You. So that's just an added bonus for solar weapons. You've got things like Bushido set and things like that as well, if you don't have that. Ember of Resolve, Solar Grenade Final Blows will cure you. And we've got Gunpowder Gamble, which is obviously a solar grenade, as well as your other grenades like your Incendiary Grenade, or your Tripman Grenade, or your Fusion Grenade, or whatever. These all pairing together with the On Your Mark buff feels really, really good. So we've actually got quite a few ways to heal. We've got the grenades, we've got the gear set, we've got the Ember of Resolve, and you've got the cure from the On Your Mark aspect. All working together, you are very, very tanky. You can heal quite well, quite easily. And all you really have to do is get to a ×10. And once you're at that, that's it. As long as you get a kill every 12 seconds or dodge, you're going to be able to keep refreshing that loop. To enhance this, you could run some builds. These are just a couple of builds I had. Weighted throwing knife, you could throw that into the mix. Whenever you scorch something, you're going to ignite them when you hit them with this knife. So something like Skybender's Oath, really, really good. I've done a couple of videos on this in the past. All you do is hip fire and throw a knife, and you're going to get an ignition. That is going to work perfectly with many different sort of gear sets in the game as well for that extra bit of healing. Specifically, the Lustrous one obviously burning ambition weapons. Avidia Spath is a very, very good exotic because every time you dodge, it's going to give you a knife charge, but it actually gives you 2 knife charges, so you can pretty much get infinite weighted throwing knives. You can also use the Aphia's Embrace. I used it a couple of times. I much prefer Aphidia, but that's your call. Aphidia Spath, every time you dodge, like I said, it's going to give you 2 knives. All you need to do, get your times 10 up on your mark to get that cure active whenever you get a kill. Dodge, get your 2 knives. Scorch something via your Skyburners or Burning Ambition weapons. And you can loop infinite ignitions left, right, and centre. Obviously, I wanted to test this in some sort of decent level. This is only sort of like a briefing. I'm going to run it in some missions, etc. I just wanted to pop to the loot cave just to sort of show you the healing capabilities of everything you've seen sort of working together. Your Photo Galvanic set, your Lustrous Armour set, your Cure, your Ember of Resolve. Everything working together, and it feels nice. Not only is it really good for ad clearance, the weighted for a knife, you're going to get that healing on top of there as well. Like I said, it's just ideas that I found quite useful that I've tested over the last couple of days. I've got loads and loads of different weapons and some other build to show you as well later, but just keep an eye on that healing. It is super, super strong. There's also, obviously I can't really show you too much about at the moment. I'm going to leave a dim link, but we've got armor charges, etc. Things going on our arms as well. That's going to boost our class ability regen, etc. I'll leave a dim link for both builds that you're going to see in this video. But the Aphidia Spath Throwing Knife build is one of my favourite builds ever on a Hunter. It's so fun. And the only downfall to it, when I've done it in the past, has been that healing. But with this setup, you're going to get that healing. And again, like if you like ignitions and scorching things, this build is going to be perfect for you. It's so easy to, with Skyburners or Burning Ambition weapons now, all you do, scorch something, throw a knife, and things just go boom. And then, like I said, on top of that, you're going to get that nice, cushy healing on top of it all, just as an added bonus. As you've noticed in the video, I'm purely concentrating on solo weapons at the moment. That's just for Gunpowder Gamble, mainly, and my precision sort of hits to get my Fever and Chill procced. But when you're at the times 10, don't forget you don't necessarily have to use solo weapons to get that cure once you're at your times 10 on your mark. So in this next clip, you'll see I'm using Minch Retrograde. I'm at my times 10 and watch my health come back. That's because I'm getting kills. That's also curing me. So you don't necessarily have to stick to solo weapons. You can actually pull out a strong special as well and proc that healing that way. So I just wanted to show you that as a little thing. So remember that one, you don't have to use solo weapons to get that cure once you're at times 10. Now, there was a couple of other things in that buff as well we haven't talked about yet. So as Bungie said as well with this aspect, precision hits with hand cannons are also going to give you 2 now. So you'll see in this clip here, I'm getting times 2 for every precision hit with a hand cannon. That opens up a lot of opportunities for hand cannons, sunshot, things like that. Midnight Co is just one I'm using at the moment. So you'll see again, very easily getting a times 10 just with like 5 shots basically with hand cannons. One hand cannon that stands out is the Agape or the Agap, whatever you want to call it. This one is very, very good. Loads of different roles, Burning Ambition, Incandescent, Precision, Instrument, things like that. That also builds up, as you can imagine, very, very fast as well. And again, you got that Radiant, etc. going on top of that as a free bonus this season. This obviously opens up Lucky Pants as well. Very, very popular build at the moment. This with On Your Mark and everything else you've seen will also be a very good option for ad clearance and spreading a bit of DPS for bosses as well. So there's just another idea. But one of the standout weapons for me personally of the season, since it's been buffed and fixed over the last couple of weeks, is the Hierarchy of Needs. This thing genuinely feels like a special ammo weapon. You're going to get loads of precision hits with this once you've got your guidance ring up. So that's like a really, really solid way to get your On Your Mark up. And once you've got that guidance ring up, it puts out loads of damage, and it's excellent for ad clearance. You sometimes kill 2 or 3 enemies with one arrow. So once you've got your mark 10 up, your times 10 up on there, it's absolutely nuts. There's loads of good things this season about Hierarchy. Some single artifact perks that really buff your damage out as well. I did a full video on this the other day on my Warlocks, so check that out. Argent Quiver gives you up to 35% damage increase on burrs when you've got an armor charge. Again, you've got your Fever and Chill. And then on top of that, you've obviously got your Radiant Shrapnel for all that scorching and ignitions as well. Hierarchy just feels absolutely insane this season, guys. Honest to God, it is better than ever. And once you've got that on your mark going, again, you've got that cure. Really, really good. Obviously, I'm building it up with the bow at the moment, but you could just switch to an LMG or something like that, or a hand cannon or whatever, to easily get that ×10 up. And once you're there, forget about it. Things die, and you're going to get loads of healing on top of that. Young Arm Kara's Spine is another one I did a video on not too long ago. That's why I didn't want to focus purely on Young Arm Kara's Spine. But Tripman, with your Lustrous set and your Ember of Resolve and your on your mark healing, your cure, everything you've seen with that and your hierarchy, guys, it's just a joke. You've got so much healing going on. Loads and loads of damage with them Godslayer Broadheads. That's the Argent Quiver, Tripman spam, ability spam on top of that for all of that extra healing on top of it. I'm going to show you this working in a moment, but guys, this is probably the strongest hunter build, solo hunter build right now, in my opinion. Hierarchy of needs, really, really strong. Just a quick example, and I'll show you it working in some other activities as well. Like I said, cure going on. You've got your Lustrous Armor set healing. Just a joke. Loads and loads of damage on that bow. Absolutely immense. With regards to hierarchy and this build, I've run it loads on my hunter in every activity you can imagine. I've run it loads on my warlock, and it stands out in everything. So you just have to take my word for it. I promise you it works in everything. I've done a couple of videos on it. Check them out. But it just feels absolutely amazing, guys. Really, really strong. Again, I've used this in Mythic and everything, and it's just crazy. But I just want to show you the utility of the bow as well. Just being able to pop them Grims out the sky with minimum effort whilst you're getting all that healing. It just feels really, really good. Probably banging on so much about hierarchy. We, of course, got some other weapons to mention as well. Not for just, like, getting your stacks up. Also for causing ignitions and healing as well. So we'll take a look at some other weapons. Before I start, there's probably weapons I've missed, but Unwavering Duty is obviously very good to get your ×10 up with Burning Ambition. Stars in Shadow, heal clip weapons, guys. I went even talked about heal clip weapons. Add that into the mix as well as everything else you've seen is really, really good. And then Dragon's Breath is also exceptional for this, because what you can do in this little clip here, get your ×10 up with the weapons we've talked about. And then once you've got that ×10 up, just stick your Dragon's Breath down. That's another way to keep you healed. You're going to get that cure from your Mark 10 and everything else you've seen, like the armor set, etc. So it just feels really, really good. Overall, a very, very nice buff to solo hunters, in my opinion. It opens up a lot of different builds and a lot of different weapons we can feature. These are just two ideas I had, and I've tested them both, and they're both really, really good with all the different weapons. Young Arm Kara's Spine, and the Waited for a Knife with Aphia's Embrace or Aphia's Spath, all very, very good. I'll leave dim links for both builds. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.